Hello there, and welcome to part 2 of my move-in speed cleaning organization series. If you haven't seen part 1, I will definitely link it below as well as in a card above if you want to see the initial stages of my unpacking process in this bedroom here. Like I mentioned in my first video of this series, this did take more than what these days seem to lead on. This technically wasn't even our third day of living here. It was definitely much further down in the timeline at this point. It might have been like day 5 or 6, not even day 3. And just moving is a process. You got to give yourself grace, but let me tell you, those first couple days are so hectic with trying to find everything. Like if I wanted to do my makeup, I had to take out just a couple of key pieces and just use those for the time being instead of being able to actually find where everything is. And a helpful moving tip that I actually saw was to put together a box of stuff that you know that you'll use in the first couple days. So that could have like your deodorant, the makeup you use every day, your shampoo, conditioner. Just having a box of that everyday usage stuff and then labeling it as such can be a massive help in this process. For whatever reason, I read that tip and didn't listen to it. So I had been scrambling to find things for the past couple days. But regardless, we're at the point where I can finally start putting things away in my beloved Alex drawers. If you've seen my makeup organization videos on my channel, you'll know that's where I store all of my makeup items, and as well as there's some hair care and skincare things in there as well. So I'm just wiping those down with an all-purpose cleaner, and then I'm gonna let it sit for a little so that it can dry appropriately. And then in the meantime, I'm just gonna work on kind of organizing some things in the corner over here, just putting some things away, folding some blankets, making sure everything makes sense and is in a spot where I want it to be. So yeah, a lot of this video is just taking out so much stuff that it's even hard to describe exactly what I'm doing or what items I'm exactly taking out. But again, to this nightstand, I'm doing the same thing. I'm spraying it with a all-purpose cleaner and then wiping it down. And I'm also making sure to get the outside and the backs of these pieces of furniture because they were in a moving truck and I just want to make sure that they're extra clean. So back to the Alex drawers, I'm just putting away the drawer liners now that everything is basically dry in this area. And then I'm going to finally start putting things away from this big box that I kept most of the things in. Really exciting. I've been trying to think if I have any helpful moving tips for someone moving, and I did not do a good job moving. I kind of left it up to last minute. Things were kind of thrown together, and I feel like it's taken me much longer to organize than I would have preferred. And it's crazy coming from a smaller place to a bigger place. You would think it would be easier, but yeah, I feel like I've been just facing difficulty with figuring out where to put things, and maybe that's because we also need to buy a little bit more furniture. But I think the number one tip I have is to make sure you label your boxes. As simple as that is, it may be something you forget to do, but once you label them, then you'll know, okay, that goes in the kitchen, that goes in the living room, that goes in the bedroom. That's definitely one of the most helpful things that I'd say we did, taking out a Sharpie and making sure that every box has a label on it. I would love to do a walkthrough of what I have in these drawers one day, but I just feel like they're almost too cluttered at this point. Like I have so much stuff to get through just in terms of hair care and skincare. I think I go a little crazy with the Unite sales or I have in the past because I really like the scent of their hair care products. So I would stock up on my favorite product, which is the 7 Seconds leave-in conditioner. But then I would end up with all these other products that I really don't use that frequently. So I just have a bunch of stuff by them that I really need to work through. And I just want to be more mindful of that this year. Like, I'm not going to go for their 4th of July sale around when this video is coming out. I'm going to be strong, hold back. I definitely don't need anything from them right now because I have a lot of products to work through. And I mean, something that I kind of regret, again, not really doing in the moving process that could also be seen as a moving tip is that I didn't spend enough time decluttering what I already have before packing it away. Now, don't get me wrong, I did spend time decluttering certain areas, and I actually have a video, at least on my living room declutter on this channel, but these makeup drawers were not one of the areas that I actually sat down to spend the time decluttering. So when it came time to pack things up, I just kind of threw them all in the box because I wasn't sure, I wasn't able to take the time to be mindful about what I actually wanted to bring. So now that we're here, we can spend the time doing that, but for now, I'm just going to put everything away, and then we'll spend another day actually decluttering and evaluating what I have. So in these drawers on the other side of the bed, I'm just adding in drawer liners, kind of just stops things from rolling around. This is a nightstand from IKEA, and the drawers are pretty deep, so whatever sits in there, it could tumble around a little bit, so I'm just making sure that's protected. So now in these shots, I am going to be hanging up my string lights. I love my string lights. Like, I know some people will think, oh, you can age out of them, or just that they can look a little like college dormy, but don't come for me. I love them so much. I can't imagine living in a space that doesn't have them. So I love to hang them up. I love to turn them on at night and just enjoy the ambiance that they bring. It's like not too bright of a light, but it also makes it so the room isn't completely dark. So I'm putting up command strips with my little stepladder, and I didn't film this, but these actually got super tangled. These are like the wire string lights, like really thin wire. You can like mold them to the way that you want them to go, and they got all tangled up in the moving process, and I spent like good 20-30 minutes like trying to get all of the knots out of them so that I can then actually hang them up. And I am using command strips and the clear hooks for this process. I guess I technically could nail them into the wall, but I'm not the biggest fan of doing that when it's not necessary. These are pretty light kind of material, so command strips kind of do the job for this. And I'm sorry I don't have the final results from these string lights. I swear I'll show you in another video. Alright, so we are on to day 2 here, and we're just kicking everything off by making the bed, of course. So I had stripped the sheets earlier, and now we're just making the bed with those fresh, clean sheets. And here's where we're at this point in the bedroom. It's looking a lot better, and now we can just kind of focus and pinpoint some areas to organize for today. So what I had done on this day, I went to IKEA and got these drawers. I'll put the exact name on the screen. It's like Joan Axel or something along those lines. And it's just these plain drawers with like a wireframe basket. And I'm going to put this in my closet, and I'm going to use it for my sweatshirts and jeans that I have. Now in my old apartment, we had little built-in shelves, and that's where those clothes lived. So right now I don't have room for them in my dresser, and I also don't really want to necessarily hang my jeans. Also, this closet is like bursting at the seams. There's so many clothes in there at this point, and I can't figure out where everything is, and I have more clothes to put in, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, so I wanted to use these drawers for like those things that I don't really want to hang, and I also don't have room for in my dresser right now. So yeah, we had gone on a little IKEA trip. I did the curbside pickup, which was pretty nice. They literally just bring out everything on a little cart to your car, and then you don't even have to go inside. And I feel like going inside IKEA is great. It's obviously very fun to walk around, but it is very overwhelming. And I just found it so much easier to just browse online for what I wanted, and then I could put those things into the cart, and then I didn't even have to go through the showroom and kind of spend my entire day inside the store. Now we did end up going in the store for like a couple other things, like, but they were all near the front. We didn't go through the showroom. So I actually like how these drawers turned out. A whole drawer fit all of my jeans in them, which was great. And then I just kind of dispersed my other clothes throughout the other drawers on there. And now I am going to start putting away the rest of my clothes. At this point, I didn't organize them how I would like, but I just wanted to get them to fit in the closet, and then that way I don't have to stare at them sitting on the ground anymore. Yeah, just wanted to get them away. So normally I like to organize my clothes by type and then by color. So I will do it by like tank tops, and it'll go like the black and white tank tops and then the colorful tank tops, and then it'll go into short sleeve shirts, graphic tees, and then short sleeve like more formal shirts, and then long sleeve button ups, etc. And then it'll go into sweatshirts. So I didn't film myself doing that. I did it at a later date, but for now, like I said, I'm just kind of putting things away to put things away. But that makes it very hard to find things, and throughout this week I was just struggling to find what shirt I wanted to wear and just missing a lot of the things that I know I have but didn't really want to sort through them to find it. So after that, I'm going through this shoe rack here. I definitely acquired too many shoes at some point, so they don't all fit properly on this rack, and I definitely need to do an evaluation and declutter at some point in the near future. Look how sad my shoes in this trash bag. That's how we had to transport them because we ran out of moving boxes. I definitely have so many sneakers, and something I struggle with in my adult life is to find a formalish pair of shoes that would kind of go with any like formal event. I'm talking like a nicer dinner or like a family gathering, like a baby shower or like a wedding rehearsal dinner. I have no idea what kind of shoe to wear for that. Maybe it's heels is what a lot of people wear. But yeah, still on the hunt for that perfect shoe for more formal dressy events. For me, it used to be like a ballet flat, but definitely has gone out of style for me, and they were never really comfortable anyways. Okay, so we are finally at the point now where we can vacuum the room. There's enough clutter up from the floors, so we have enough space to actually bring this vacuum in and get it all done. And now I'm bringing out my new cleaning tool. This is the ocedar spin mop that has been so popular on TikTok like 2 years ago. And I saw it in Home Depot and I was like, oh, I really want that because I've been wanting a mop for a while now, and now it was just the time to get it. What I like about it so far is that the mop head definitely glides very smoothly. It's very nice, and I also like the spinning part. My only other problem with it is that it takes up a lot of room. It's kind of hard to find the right place to store it. Don't have a ton of closet space here for it, so it might just like kind of live out in the open somewhere, but we'll see. I then brought in also my new steam mop to just top things off in this room and kind of give a final disinfecting to these floors here. And this thing is so fun, and this process only took about 3 minutes for the whole room. That's how quick it goes by. So that has been it for part 2 and the final part of my move-in organization of my bedroom. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's cleaning video. I hope this gave you some motivation and inspiration to get some cleaning done of your own. Hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos from me on a weekly basis, and I will see you in the next one.